Okay, examples here. Okay, this is just some recap of what we've done. I'm going to do this, and I'm also going to do the back side, and you have one to do. So I got a lot of examples here. Okay, evaluate. 3x minus xy, x equals -6, y equals 2. Okay, now I need to evaluate an expression where I give replacements for the variables. So first, make sure we know all the operators. Make sure, so times, minus, times. Parenthesize your variables and replace them with the given values. So x, y. So we have 3 times parentheses minus parentheses times parentheses. So x is -6, -6, and 2. Okay, now you fix any subtraction operators. Let's read through it. If I say minus, it's got to be fixed. So 3 times -6 minus, so we got to make that plus, and then 6 times 2. Now execute your PMDA. Parentheses, we have them, but we can't simplify. Okay, because there's only one number within each parentheses. Multiplication, 3 times -6, 6 times 2. So that's positive times a negative is a negative. 3 times 6 is 18. And then 6 times 2 is 12. So we have -18 plus 12. There's no division, we just have to add. Okay, so -18 is right here. I'm adding 12, so I go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it takes me to -6. Next problem. 5x minus y. I'm going to block it off as soon as I finish a problem. Okay, y equals x equals -4, y equals -2. So same process, times and minus. Now parenthesize, 5 times parentheses minus parentheses. So -4, -2. Now do you have a minus sign? 5 times -4 minus -2. So we got to go plus. Okay, then you can do your order of operations. Parentheses, you just have one number inside each. Multiplication, 5 times -4, it's a negative. 5 times 4 is 20, and then plus our +2. No division, so addition, -20 plus 2. So if I'm at -20, I go 2 to the right, 1, 2, -18. Okay, let's keep it rolling. 3 parentheses x minus 2 plus 2x, with x having a value of -5. So we have a times, a minus, a plus, and a times. Now I'm going to parenthesize here, but not there, because I already have the x in parentheses. So we have 3, -5 minus 2, plus 2 times the parentheses, -5. Okay, any minuses? 3 times -5 minus, okay, so plus -2. Plus 2 times -5. So all my minuses are fixed. So now I do my order of operations. Parentheses, yep, we got to figure out what -5 plus -2 is. -5 plus -2, I go 2 to the left, and that'd be -7. So we have 3 times -7 plus 2 times -5. Okay. Then multiply here and here. So positive times a negative is a negative. 3 times 7 is 21. Positive times a negative is a negative. 2 times 5 is 10. No division, so we just have to add. So -21 plus -10. Okay, so negative 21's here. I'm adding negative 10. I go 10 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So negative 31. Okay, so that's that. Now we're simplifying with variables, but we're not given a replacement. So now we're given no replacement. Okay. So we have negative 3, parentheses x minus 4. First off, make sure each variable has a coefficient number connected to the front. So this x, we need to put a number. Since we don't have one, we're going to use a 1. Okay. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So you got times, minus, so minus, and you're good. Fix any subtraction operators. So where was the minus? Right here, plus, negative. Now do your PMDA where possible, okay? See, the parentheses isn't possible because you can't take 1 times x because we don't know x. You can't add the 1 to the negative 4 when the 1's multiplied by x and the negative 4 is not, so we're not going to do that, parentheses. Multiply, well, inside 1 times x, I can't do that, I don't know x. But you can multiply the outside factor using the rainbows. So negative 3, negative 3. We're timesing that by 1x and by negative 4. So it's going to be negative 3 with x, and that's going to be positive 12. So negative 3x plus 12. Okay. So multiplication's done. I still have multiplication with the negative 3 and the x, but I don't know x, so I can't simplify. No division, and I can't add because these two, one has the x, one doesn't. Done. Negative 3x plus 12. That's fine too. Okay, next problem. We have 9x minus 15 over negative 3. We're not given a replacement. So make sure each variable has a coefficient number connected to the front. So the x has a 9. That's good. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So 9 times x minus 15, and then the line means divided by. Now this does need to go in a parentheses here. So PMD. Oops, I got to fix my minus. I have a minus there, so plus negative. Parentheses, again, we can't simplify because that's multiplied by x, don't know x. I can't add those because that's multiplied by x, that one's not. Multiply, 9, again, you don't know x. So divide, you can divide though. So we put our negative 3 second. And then we're going to go 9x, negative 15. Okay, so 9 divided by negative 3, it's a negative. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and we attach x onto it. Negative divided by negative is a positive. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So we have negative 3x plus 5. Okay, then addition can't do because negative 3 has x, 5 does not. And that's your answer, negative 3x plus 5. Okay, next one, 3x minus 4y minus 6 minus 4x plus 2y. Make sure each variable has a coefficient number in the front. That is a 3, a 4, and a 4, and a 2. Good. Know all the operators, make sure they're visible. So times, minus, you're going to go plus negative, times, plus, minus, plus negative, and times, and then plus, and then the times. I kind of already fixed my subtraction operators. Any minuses I just made to plus negative. Now I can do my PMDA. There are no parentheses. You can't do any of your multiplications because they all have variables, and there's no division, so it's just adding. Okay, you can only add things that are multiplied by the same letter. So I've got x and I've got an x times 3 and a negative, so I'm allowed to add 3, negative 4. That's negative 1. Because if you're at 3, you had negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1. Okay, then I've also got y. So what numbers do I have multiplied by y? Well, I have a negative 4 and a positive 2. So negative 4 plus 2, that'd be negative 2. And then what numbers do you have not multiplied by anything? You have the negative 6. That's a constant. So all the adding has been done that we can do. And there's your final simplified answer. Okay, square roots. We have the square root of 25. We just got to figure out what that equals. What times itself is 25? I think it's 5, so 5 is the answer. We have the square root of the number 75. So I square root 75, 8.66. Round up to 9 on that one, round to the integer. Okay, then I'm going to put that to the side, and now I have a rectangle problem. Write a simplified algebraic expression for both the area and perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so first off, I'm going to draw this rectangle. 10x minus 4, 3. So, I need to find the perimeter, and I need to find the area. At least simplify it, okay? I'm not giving a replacement for x, okay? Alright, so first off, well, perimeter is adding up all the sides, so it's adding the sides. So this is 3, that's 3. 10x minus 4, 10x minus 4. Now if you have a minus, you want to make it plus negative. So so let's talk about the sides. We have 10x plus negative 4 plus another side that says 10x plus negative 4 plus a side with 3 plus a side with 3. And now we simplify this with no replacement variables. So every x has a number, a 10 and a 10. Know your operators, so 10 times x plus negative plus 10 times x, x and 4 plus negative, 4 and 3 plus, 3 and 3 plus. So we know all the operations. There are no minus signs. I fixed the minus sign up in the rectangle so I didn't have to worry about it. Now we execute PMD. There are no parentheses. We can't multiply because both the factors are times by x. No division, so adding. Write your x down and find the numbers multiplied by x. 10 and 10, so we can add those. Now we add the rest of the numbers. Negative 4, 3, and 3. All those get added. So negative 4 plus negative 4, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 8, but then I got to add 3. Go 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3. And then go 3 more to the right, 1, 2, 3. It's negative 2. Now you could just take your calculator and add the 4 numbers, but that's why it's negative 2. Okay, now the area of a rectangle is taking the length times the width. So you replace these. So the length, 10x plus negative 4. Actually, pick these two sides. The shorter one, the expression that's shorter, the 3, I would put that first, and then I would put 10x plus negative 4 second. Okay. So we're not given a replacement. We have to simplify without a replacement. Make sure each variable has a coefficient number connected to the front. So we have a 10x, it's good. Know all the operators. So 3 and 10 is times, we have that. 10 and x is times, x and the negative 4 is plus. We've already fixed any subtraction. Now we execute the PMDA. So parentheses, here we just have a 3, so I can't simplify that. We can't simplify the other one either because you have 10 times x. Okay, I don't know x. Then 10 and negative 4, one's multiplied by x, one's not, so we're not allowed to even add. Okay, multiplication, we can't take 10 times x, but I can distribute my 3 with the rainbows. So 3 times 10x and negative 4. So that's 30x, negative 12. Okay, multiplication's done. We still have the multiplication with the 30 and the x, but I don't know x. No division, and I'm not allowed to add when one number's multiplied by x and the other one's not. Okay. Okay, number 26. A plane flies downward 2,000 feet over a course of 5 seconds. Calculate the rate of change in feet per second. I didn't put any words in bold, so you just solve it. Okay? Feet per second. That's finding how many feet in 1 second. So, feet, you've got 2,000 divided by 5. Okay, 2,000 divided by 5 is going to be 400, so 400 feet per second is the answer. Okay, number 27. A plane is flying at an altitude of 4,000 feet over a period of 10 seconds. The plane flies downward at an average rate of 250 feet per second. What's the plane's altitude after 10 seconds? Actually, can you do me a favor? We're going to get rid of that part right there, okay? Capital T, we're just going to get rid of that part. So I've given you 2 bold units. Feet and seconds were the bold units. So, put feet equals down at the bottom, and then I'm going to want to design my 3 boxes. So feet and seconds are your 2 units. The time unit is the x. X is seconds. Y is feet. So feet per second. Okay, feet per second is 250 times x because it's every second. We'll decide if that's positive or negative after I make my table. So x, y. X is seconds, y is feet. 0, 1, 2. So before it went down 250 feet per second, how many feet did we have? We had 4,000. And then if it's going downward and we're keeping track of the height, we're going to subtract. So I put that as a negative, okay? So I add negative 250 or minus 250, either one, okay? Okay, 3750. Minus 250, 3,500, and that keeps on going. Just stop at the 2. So now we can make our line. Negative 250 dot x, it's got to be negative though, is the rate of change. You started at 4,000 equals y. So now I write my equation. 4,000 plus negative 250 times x equals y. Okay, now it's time to solve 10 seconds. I put that in the x column and I put x equals 10. So that x is replaced with 10. So I have 4,000 plus negative 250 times 10 equals y. Okay, so y is by itself, and over here I've got plus and I got times, so I need to times first. Negative 250 times 10 is negative 2,500. Then I add 4,000 plus negative 2,500, 1,500. Y is feet, so it's 1,500 feet.